Anthony, what do you got for us next?
I want to remind everybody that G just did an Ultimate Browns show yesterday if you need some more Browns content. And we're going to get back to the Browns right now with some Jerry Jeudy. He had a down year last year. What do you guys think he's going to get this year? Is
we
it
just
closer to
asked
2024 or 2025?
We just asked Joe Thomas about it, and he talked about the fact that Jerry Jeudy is a front runner, and because it depends on the team. I mean, what are your expectations, Dustin? Let's start with you for Jerry Jeudy for 26.
Expectations?
Yeah. Well, what do you think he's going to do?
I mean,
you think he's going to be as bad as he was this year? I mean, he had a really good year 2 years ago. No,
he had a really good 2 games in a row.
That's not fair.
I mean, he
had 1,200 yards.
I know, but didn't he have like a 200-yard game?
He had a good stretch with Jameis. He had a good stretch with Jameis.
Yeah, that certainly helped him. Well, Jameis Winston's not walking through that door next year, so I don't know that he's going to have another 1,000-yard year. I mean, I think that something like that right there, that 50 for 600, it's not a great year. The 2 touchdowns stinks. I'd love to see him double the touchdowns and have more yards, but I don't really have any expectations that he will.
I think it all boils down to 2 things. Jerry Jeudy will be considerably better as a guy who's not receiving number 1 attention. I don't think people understand, like, when you are playing against defensive backs and you're the number 1 receiver, if you have a guy who's a number 2 or a 2.5 and he's going against a number 1 corner, you're going to have problems. Because now that number 1 corner is going to nullify and neutralize your best asset. And the problem with Jerry Jeudy is he does not have a glaring strength. He doesn't have a guy where he's going to route you up like it's like, oh, this cat is so precise. Like, he runs timing routes and he's open. He doesn't create a ton of separation. He's not really that great off press coverage. He's not really a 50-50 go up and contest the guy. He's not really a dude that's shifty that can just run by you. So he's just a good receiver at a plethora of things. So what you need, the Browns need to do is they need 2 more receivers. Jerry Jeudy is much more prevalent and a good receiver in the slot where he can get free releases. He can get some releases where he can use motion to get off coverage and move around in the middle of the field. I think if you had a better number 1 receiver or a guy that could really beat guys deep that had to take attention, Jerry Jeudy automatically looks a little better at 2. Automatically, because give me 5. If Jerry Jeudy's 5 touchdowns and 900 yards, just a nice Jerry Jeudy.
Well, they paid him to do more than that, but
we can't develop. We can't. Receivers ain't our thing, so we got to overpay.
I mean, listen, Jerry Jeudy, in his defense, in 2024. Was really the only receiver in the Kevin Stefanski era that exceeded expectations, right? Everybody else either underachieved or did. Like, Amari Cooper was really good, but we expected him to be really good.
Well, Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I'm just spouting this off the top of my head, were the only 2 receivers here that were drafted in the first round that did something. I mean, they were not drafted by the Browns, but were first-round talents.
Yeah, right. I mean,
have we had anybody
Odell,
else? I guess Odell too. But
Odell disappointed, in my opinion. He
did.
Disappointed compared to what we expected from him. We expected him to be.
But
he was
but
fine,
Jeudy and
but
Cooper were the 2 best receivers we've had, right? In the last...
Landry.
Okay, first-round pick, right? Wasn't he? Or was he? No, he was like a 3rd or 4th round pick.
No, he was a later round pick. I don't remember where
wasn't
it was.
First. Wasn't first.
No.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think Jerry Jeudy is. It's really extreme. Like, what we saw last year, I don't think he's that good. And what we saw this year, I don't think he's that bad. I think he's kind of like the guy we saw in Denver when he was number 2 to Cortland Sutton, which is a guy who's,
so go get you a Cortland Sutton this year. Get you somebody, man.
I think he's a decent receiver. I think if things are going right, he's a perfectly fine number 2. But that's what he is. I don't think he's any better than that. I don't think he'll ever have a 1,000-yard season again.
Agreed.
You got to get a name in free agency, and you got to draft one high. You got to get a name in free agency, and you got to draft one.
I mean, who's a free agent? I don't even know. I'll take a look here.
Or trade for somebody. We talked about it. Listen, if you want to go back and give Brian Thomas, hey, listen, I like that trade. If you want to give him that pick back, give me Brian Thomas Jr. If they're going to give him up, I'll take him. But I think AB might have to find somebody to trade for. Now, I don't know what they got and what they're willing to give up. But I think you have to trade for somebody experienced, and you have to draft a receiver. And then it makes Jerry Jeudy a little better. Hopefully that makes your quarterback situation a lot better. And then now you can at least get to a point where you can have a competent offense. But I can't have Cedric Tillman and some of these other dudes. I just don't. It's nothing.
Okay, so there's not a ton in free agency.
What we looking at, Bulls?
So the best player is old, and that's Mike Evans.
And he be hurt too.
And he's not coming to the Browns.
And he ain't coming there. Yeah, no.
He's going to go to a good team.
Yeah, nah.
The next best guy, I guess, is Christian Kirk.
He be hurt.
He's
too.
just okay.
He okay.
Debo Samuel, I don't want nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, that's it.
Anything else down there? What
Jawan Jennings, Rashid Shaheed, Diami Brown, Tutu Atwell. There's nothing.
There's
really nothing.
This Minimowski low key.
Yeah, I mean, you got Mike Evans who's going to go to a contender.
Yeah.
He's either going to stay in Tampa or go to a contender. And the other guys are. So there's nothing in free agency. So if you're going to get a receiver, it's draft or trade. That's the out.
Trade.
There's not even like a good slot guy.
Right.
It's not like we draft the number one wide receiver. You have Jeudy could be your slot guy, really.
Right.
In a perfect world, he'd actually be your slot receiver.
A really nice slot receiver.
Yeah.
If they could just, and this is the problem, and look, I'll keep it real with you, man. This is when you don't develop no receivers, and you missed on all these guys. You would be looking for a guy to reassert, like say for instance a Jamari Thrash, or at this point a Cedric Tillman, or a Bell, or you drafted Schwartz in the third round. I mean, you guys, we have not developed anything to a point where we even have considerable depth.
No, like Isaiah Bond and Cedric Tillman are fourth and fifth receivers. Now maybe Bond becomes better than that, but right now they look like a fourth and fifth guy. The rest of the guys are not even NFL players.
Bond has shown a nice ability to get deep. I think he might be a Godwin type guy where,
who's like a fourth or fifth receiver.
Yeah,
I mean, that's Cedric Tillman's worthy of being on an NFL roster, I guess. But like, if that's all you're saying about him, like, and Jamari Thrash, I mean, the rest of these guys, there's nothing there.
And they using Corley as a jet motion running back. Yeah. Like, so it's
again, those guys are all fourth and fifth receivers at best.
Yeah, so they got to, but I think they got to be aggressive, because the first thing that they have to do is realize that this receiving core is not giving you an opportunity to do a lot of things.
Yeah. I think they need to identify a big physical target that can be a Cortland Sutton type, and have someone come. We need a Metcalf.
Yeah.
We need a Pickens, who's not, but not a knucklehead. You need these guys, and I know it's hard to find with these receivers because all these cats are just like built differently.
Yeah,
like they've got different DNA. But it'd be nice to have a guy that was a true number one.
Yeah.
Who was a team first guy. Those are rare.
We talked about A.J. Brown.
When you said that.
And the guy I would take, and I've been saying it for a while, I'd take Elijah Surratt, and I don't think they'd probably be able to get him, but that's a guy who played for Signetti at JMU and Indiana. Yeah. He's going to be a team first guy, and he's a big physical red zone threat. Someone like that.
Me and Tyvis have been doing this film breakdown on college receivers. We got Elijah Surratt in
the
bracket. And then we got another young dude from Georgia. Well, he went to USC. What's his name? The little scat guy, if I'm remembering. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no.
It's going to make me.
Where's he at now?
He's at Georgia. He was a receiver for USC, transferred over to Georgia.
It's hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
It's 70.
Did you see that yesterday that some quarterback is going to Incarnate Word? It's like his seventh school.
I mean, I saw something.
Yeah.
This was like weeks ago.
Yeah. COVID's been 6 years at this point. How are guys still able to get all these years?
Yeah, Zachariah Branch. Zachariah Branch. He went to USC. He's down at Georgia. So I like Surratt too.
Okay.
I want to see what
the COVID stuff's over. So it was the 7-year thing. This is the last year.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the last year.
He must have got a COVID year and then an additional medical waiver.
Right. Okay. Okay.
But the 7 years is done.
And they even getting strict because the dude somebody else wanted
from
to Ole Miss, like the Ole Miss dude, the quarterback wanted to get the next year to come back to Ole
Chambliss.
Miss.
Chambliss. Yeah.
And I thought they approved it. Then they were like, nah, we're not approving it. And now he's appealing it.
He should appeal it.
Yeah.
If anybody, that guy should be able to get a 60 year.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else is.
That's what I'm
It's silly
saying.
that,
And this guy played Division II.
Yeah, right.
And he didn't even play that year.
Yeah.
He's only played 1 year of FBS football.
So, yeah, he should
He damn near went to the Natty.